The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat postgame show.
What's happening, everybody? Coming to you live after this Heat game. The Heat lose by 10 to the Mavericks, 93-83. It was an ode to 90s basketball. I think everybody was so sick of 2020. We went back in time about 30 years. But yeah, it's tough to keep saying this in these early season games, but there's not a lot to take away from this game. There are still some of the same glaring problems that we've seen before. The Heat somehow fixed their turnover issues and couldn't score, which I don't know exactly how that works. But anyway, joining me tonight, let's go around the horn. Of course, we got Brassjazz, our intrepid producer. What's going on, Brass?
What's up, everybody?
Brass, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking clean to start the new year, at least on the first day. So I got some vodka.
just straight vodka.
Well, yeah. Well, on the rocks.
Okay, beautiful. Tiffany, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, let me.
Tiffany, hear me?
Yep, I got some rum and Coke.
Nice. You switched it up.
Yeah.
The Tito's with lemon, it's been inconsistent all year, just like the Heat. So I understand.
There you go.
Down in the corner, Christian. Christian, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I have the rest of a bottle of George Clooney's Finest. So okay. Tonight is a celebration, win or lose for me, because we made it through 2020. So in honor of that, for anybody tonight who subscribes or sends some bits in the chat, whatever, I will take a shot and we will celebrate together.
Let's get Christian as drunk as possible. I mean, it's Friday night. I'm not gonna let this terrible loss.
He's like he's the anti-Solana.
Yeah. Solana comes weak as possible. Christian comes in strong for his first regular season hangover time. Then in the corner we got Franky G. What's happening, Franky? What are you drinking?
What's going on, guys? I have some boxed wine because the Heat didn't deserve me to open up a new bottle.
Listen, I don't blame you. I don't know why you have boxed wine in your house. That's something me and you should talk about offline.
It's called having a friend over, and we needed some cheap drinks.
Okay, I still don't. I don't believe in it at all. Like me and you, we'll have to talk offline about that.
You.
I'm not feeling that at all. It's still better than Solana though. And we are introducing a new friend to the show, Joey. I'm not going to try to say your last name, but before we go to Joey, we're gonna introduce you to Joey a little bit.
What's up?
Hangover time.
It's your boy in his mom's tub. Yeah, I graduated. It's not even a big deal. So what? I'm super smart, super qualified to talk about things because I went to college, right? I want in, baby. I like what you guys do. I want to be a part of it. Let me make jokes. Let me do things, please.
Hangover time.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Woo!
Yeah. Introduction, Joey. What are you drinking tonight?
So I actually waited until halftime to get a drink because there's a gas station by my house, and I wanted to wait until halftime, maybe get a drink that was like synonymous with the vibe of the game, and I think I got one. I got a Four Loko. With the bag.
Nice.
I also got the bag. So here's to a moral victory.
Almost thought you were homeless if it wasn't for the tub.
Yeah.
Coming in strong on your first episode with the Four Loko.
Yeah. Go big.
Go big or go home. All right, guys. The Heat started 0 for 15 from 3. They could not. They couldn't buy a bucket. You're looking at the box score. You had Jimmy Butler at a -18. I guess I'm going to start here. Should Jimmy have come back tonight?
No.
Tiffany?
No. Absolutely not.
Did
He
look
shouldn't
ready?
even. I don't even think he should have went on the road trip. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think he should have been there. He looks hurt, and couple that with being tired, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Because that's when other injuries happen. I don't even think he should be playing right now.
Christian, your impressions of Jimmy tonight. Should he have been out there? Is it good to just get him some reps, bring him along slowly? I mean, 2 points, minus 18 on the night, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 0 for 6 from the field. I mean, he was just awful. Well, I mean, should he have been playing?
Probably not. I mean, I was kind of joking before the season even started. He shouldn't play until February. So, yeah, they should sit his ass, honestly. Like, because he honestly hasn't been helpful so far. It's like, it's great. Like, in the regular season, he's kind of whatever. People overlook him. It's great. It's all great. You know, in the playoffs comes and he's the most evil motherfucker on the planet. That was a little early for that.
We're 5 minutes in. We're 5 minutes in.
But I mean, you know, so I'm not worried about it. Like, it's a little concerning, obviously, like him being a minus 18, you know. I mean, it's New Year's. I can't take any of this seriously. I really can't. Twisted Tapioca sent some bits before. Cheers, man. Happy 2021.
Nice. Thank you, Twisted Tapioca. That is a really cool name, by the way.
I appreciate it, Mr. Tapioca.
Mr. Tapioca. Franky, Jimmy tonight.
Man, I honestly, there was a point in the second quarter where we came back in the game, and I honestly forgot he played. He was just such a, like, he was Mo Harkless. You forget he wasn't doing anything for you. And
I mean, that's harsh, man. Come on.
Oh, come on. He was 0 for. Oh, you're right. He had 2 assists. You're right. Mo Harkless wouldn't do that.
Mo Harkless was a minus 5 in 8 minutes. 0 points, 1 rebound, no assists.
Give 5 more minutes.
I will not say his name tonight at all. I'm not saying
he's like Voldemort.
Do not speak Mo's name. Joey, your overall impression. I mean, I think we've all agreed that Jimmy Butler shouldn't have been out there tonight. I don't know if it's Jimmy's fault they missed their first 15 threes. I don't think it is. I just, were they drunk or like what was going on?
I mean, it was crazy. Definitely the first half, it seemed like all our shooters were sterile. They were shooting blanks. It was not a good sight. And it was so funny because Mo shot that 1 3, and I was like, how funny would it be if this was the one that went in and then it went out? And I was like, of course he missed that one.
Right.
Like, it was totally his fault. But I think I don't think Jimmy should have played today. I mean, he had 2, 3, and 2 with 27 minutes. I mean, we could have gotten that between Mo Harkless and Andre Iguodala. They could have combined to be a 2, 3, and 2. You know what I mean? You don't have to have the CEO of Big Face Coffee out there.
Yeah, one of the things I saw when he was out there, and listen, we're not gonna overreact to this game, is that the rest of the team was waiting for him to do something. You know that the GIF when they're poking something with the stick, do something. Yeah. I felt like they were poking, do something, help us out. And Jimmy just didn't have it. He couldn't beat anybody. Defensively, he was okay. Luka kind of did whatever he wanted, but he was okay. He wasn't a minus defensively, but on offensive side, he couldn't get past anybody. He wasn't penetrating, kicking out the 3-point shooters. It was a lot of people standing around. The movement offense that we've gotten so used to was just stagnant. Guys were just standing there. Franky, even Duncan tonight wasn't moving, it felt like.
Man, Rothstein said a good bit at the halftime.
Hold it, stop it, hold it.
Yeah.
Rowan?
Yeah, did it take him 15 minutes to say it?
Yeah, it did. It totally did. They squeezed in the paint for Miami, and they tried to make them beat them from outside, and nobody on the Heat could hit a 3 in the first half. So we did a good Houston Rockets impression. Trying to recruit a certain star over there. Showing we could do the same thing. No, but Dallas did a great job squeezing the paint. Rothstein talked about how we didn't do a good job getting paint touches. And even Goran struggled every time he was driving. It was getting poked away. Jimmy, like you said, he couldn't do anything. Bam and Tyler were really the only ones that were able to hit some jumpers and relieve some pressure.
Does anybody know why Tyler barely played in the fourth and barely played in the second half? He honestly was the only, like, Bam was decent, but Tyler was actually good, in my opinion. Like, he was the only guy out there making things happen, especially in that first quarter and second quarter. Like, nobody else was doing anything, and we didn't see much of Tyler. Did they report him being hurt or anything like that? Like, why was Tyler not out there?
I think I heard something about him having to do a feature for Jack Harlow's next single, or he had to get a shape up or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Listen, priorities. Like, honestly, I would have left at halftime if I was in that locker room. Tiff,
no,
the starting power forward position, is Iggy the answer? Like, what is eventually going to be the answer there?
We need like the Max Kellerman with like everything on the line. You know, he wants Iguodala to shoot the three, so I guess. But I mean, I don't know what's going on with KZ. I don't know. I know he's
not the answer.
He's growing a tree on his head, but I mean,
listen, Iggy's not the answer, and we're gonna put the KZ talk to rest because apparently he's not the answer either. So let's just say he's not the answer, because if he was, he would be playing. We don't have an answer. Like, it's.
I think Twisted Tapioca wants Christian to take another shot.
Oh,
hell yeah! Let's do this. I mean, I was going to say Avery Bradley played 18 minutes tonight. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah,
foul trouble.
Foul trouble. You got
whatever, man. Like, you have a little trust in your guys, right? Like, who even cares about foul trouble anymore? Let them foul out if they're gonna, be dumb.
And then you get none. Then you get none for the next 30 minutes.
Kendrick Nunn in 6 minutes was a -4, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists.
He only played
6 foul and 1 turnover.
He only played 6 minutes.
Oh, it felt like 30, didn't it?
It totally felt like 30. Yeah.
In eternity. He played for in eternity.
I thought you meant like 6 minutes in the fourth. I was like, okay.
Kendrick Nunn is 2020. Like, every minute seems like 10.
He plays in dog years.
No, but what happens?
I think Avery was a bright spot, man. I really do. Like, when he was able to stay out there.
He just got, the foul trouble really, like, negated everything he was able to do. But what happens when you don't have a reliable four? You don't have what I always say is, when you can't get a three, slow it down. Get somebody in the post and let them go to work. But what happens when you don't have somebody that can do that?
Here's the thing, and this is going to be my eye test. So go ahead, Brass. I don't know if you're ready. Cue up the eye test.
Tired of PER, EFG, QBR, PDQ, and QVC? Wait, what? Well, ditch the calculators and spreadsheets and check out the only stat that truly matters. It's time for Alf's eye test.
Fantastic production value, Brass. For my eye test, so I'm going to treat this game almost like another game that Jimmy didn't play, right? So one of the things that I've noticed, and I don't know, Christian, if you can find something to back me up on this, is when Jimmy's out and Guan is struggling like he has tonight, the Heat, the struggle to score is so real because the Heat do not have another guy outside of sometimes Tyler Hero in spurts that can just go get a bucket for you. So they rely so much on guys like Jimmy and Goran to disrupt things on the defensive end, to get guys like Duncan, get guys like Hero, get guys open so they can take shots. When those guys are not doing that, or they're not being aggressive, they're not attacking, the Heat's offense goes to crap. And then tonight, you couple that with just the Heat not even be able to hit open shots when they got them. So I think we're going to see a lot of this season if Jimmy's out and Jimmy's hurt and Goran is tired. And this is why I've been pounding the drum that Tyler Hero is not a point guard. And the Heat need to get a real point guard, because when you cannot rely on Goran Dragic night in, night out, keep playing him 30 minutes. I mean, Goran played 29 minutes tonight in a loss. I mean, he played heavy minutes Wednesday. He played heavy minutes Tuesday. Tuesday he didn't play heavy minutes, but he's played heavy minutes, and you see it wears on him. He's an older guy. So that's my eye test for tonight. They have to find somebody else out there who's going to get them buckets when Jimmy and Goran are off. And we've seen that it is trying when they're not there. Like, I mean, and I guess I'm going back to, I don't want to keep talking about Hardin. I don't know. I don't think the Hardin thing is going to happen. I'm tired. Joey, go ahead. You haven't talked about Hardin. You haven't been.
No. And, these statistics, we're talking about Jimmy playing, only scoring 2 points and 3 rebounds, 2 assists. But I think the stats that we're not talking about right now is definitely the 33, 6, and 8 that Hardin dropped yesterday. I mean, you put that anywhere. I mean, any team, would want 30
But
points.
Joey, he goes to strip clubs.
Everyone does.
I have never been, actually.
I've been one time.
We both know that's not true.
I'm on a first name basis with half of the strip clubs in South Florida. At least Broward County. I don't venture to date that much.
We have like a tour guide. You could, on the right, we have Tootsie's on the left. We could work something out with him.
They have a seat on Pervert's Row for me. I don't. Does everyone know where Pervert's Row is? Tiffany's looking at me like, what? Pervert's Row is the seats right by the stage.
It's like it's like the splash zone.
Yeah.
Same thing, I guess.
Exactly. You get hit with some sanitizer, some other liquids. Glitter. Come home with makeup on your shirt. Usually not good for a marriage. Anyway, Franky. Duncan hasn't really got off much this season. Is it? I mean, 1 for 8 tonight. He had some open looks too. It's not all about the defense. He had some open looks. Is it about the fact that they've scouted for him? Like he's not surprising anybody anymore, or what is it?
I don't know, man. He had some really off misses, like on his wide open shots today, that were concerning for me.
Because listen, Franky, I don't think Duncan went out and got drunk last night.
No, I don't think so.
I don't believe it for a second. Like Duncan was home. He had milk. He had a warm glass of milk around 10. He set his alarm around 11:55, watched the ball drop, and went right back to sleep.
Duncan Robinson definitely wears like a sleeping cap. He definitely has a sleeping cap for sure. 100% he wears when I go to bed. And he has a candle on a thing. That's where he was. Looks like Ebenezer Scrooge. 100%.
And he prays. He prays a little bit on his knees.
He didn't pray hard enough then.
No. he definitely didn't. His shot looked a little off today. When you're looking at shooters, you want to look at how they're missing. If they're missing long or short, that usually means they're on focus. It's just they got to measure it better. But he was missing left and right. When you miss left and right, that means something's really funky going on.
He's pressing.
Yeah,
he's pressing.
I think he's pressing.
He's pressing.
I think what happened. He hasn't been getting open, and he hasn't been taking enough shots. And I bet they're in his ear, take more shots. Yeah. So he tried that tonight. But if he's not open, just let the gravity do the work. In my opinion, listen. Even if you don't shoot, Duncan, you're so important to the offense. Yeah. I'm not worried about him because he's going. He's fine. He's a really great 3-point shooter, but he needs to just let the gravity do the work. And if he doesn't have the shot, don't take the shot. Letting you guys know, we're going to start taking questions from the chat in about 2 minutes. So go ahead and start hitting us with your questions. Christian hasn't taken a shot for a while.
Yes, seriously, what's going on? Jeez.
He's speaking clearly. He's not slurring.
Yeah, I haven't slurred. I think actually I slurred earlier, but I haven't slurred that much.
He dropped a motherfucker really early.
Yeah, man. And I was thinking about that too. I was like, be good in the first 5 minutes. Be good in the first 5 minutes.
It was 5 minutes and 30. I think you're good.
I hope so.
You played like the Heat. You played like the Heat.
Can we also talk about the Dallas Mavericks uniforms? They looked like ABBA out there. The band ABBA. They looked like that.
My girlfriend's a graphic designer, and she was like, "What is this?" She was like, none of this makes sense. Like she's never seen the Dallas Mavericks. She's like, why are their uniforms this color? That stupid logo looks like shit. It's still better than that. Remember that graffiti jersey they did?
Oh my God. Yeah.
That was awful. That was awful.
That was like, like when you used to doodle in like middle school.
Yeah.
I created that Mavs jersey in 9th grade in biology class.
They picked that off of like a composition notebook somewhere.
Exactly. It was. I think I donated to Goodwill. I want my money. Tiff, we got a question for you. How many Christian, can you look up Mo Harkless's stats for the year?
Yes. And
like,
look up
absolutely.
I want to know what his career high is.
How many points does Mo have to score for Tiff to
so
buy a Mo
this
Harkless
is now
jersey?
the third game that Mo has gotten minutes where he hasn't scored. In that same time period, he's got 3 rebounds and 6 fouls and 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
Wait,
like
what's his
incredible.
Christian, what's his career high?
His career high,
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
11 or something.
No, he's probably got like a 30-point game somewhere. Like
I would be
that always
surprised.
happens.
I would be surprised if he had a 30-point game. And I know usually people get it, but I'd be surprised.
He played for the Knicks. He chucked some shots.
Yeah,
up there.
I mean Zoran Dragic has like a 30-point game on his resume.
That's true.
So Tiff, how many points does he have to score on Monday for you to get a Mo Harkless jersey and wear it? I mean, I think we'll all chip in to get it for you too. Do you have to customize that? Because I don't think they have Harkless jerseys.
Right.
Okay, look,
No,
2 seasons ago,
sells them.
Harkless scored 26 points in a 3-point win over the Lakers.
Wow.
I'm assuming playing for the Blazers, I guess.
It was probably for the Blazers. So
If
how many
he
points on
scores-
Monday?
10.
I got the under.
He has to hit 2 threes, get fouled, and hit a layup. And we're by. I honestly, I hope he scores 9.
Let me tell you.
No, actually, I hope he scores 20 because I really want you to wear that jersey.
I have a question for this question. Do you know what a question is?
Question. I don't know.
All right, everybody's got to chill out. All right,
I don't know any stars.
I'm gonna take another shot. You know what's hilarious? You guys were ragging on Duncan for like 2 or 3 minutes, and that dude is still shooting 40% from 3 after tonight.
Dude,
And he's
I'm
still
not ragging
We're
on
not
him.
ragging
No,
on him.
Not at all.
He looks like a barista. We're not ragging on him.
You guys are ragging on him.
Duncan looks like a frat boy.
Chris.
What?
Another shot. That was
I know
a free
you, I know
shot.
you just took a shot, but that one doesn't count. You got to do
Yeah.
that.
I'm not
Fine,
worried.
yeah, that was on me. That's true. That's okay. That was on me. That was a small one anyway. You know. Who was it? Was it Tapioca again? I don't even know who you are, man. But bless you.
That's a good fan right there. Thank you, Twisted Tapioca. G Navas asked, that wasn't even a question. Spo needs to wear suits again.
Oh, is he
Thank
still?
you, G,
I
for
haven't
all your
noticed. Is he still wearing polos?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's what
He
the
really
rest
does
of his
look out
career.
of place, man. Like, he looked like a club general manager, wearing those really clean suits. Like, I respected that.
Question: can next game be a perfect opportunity to try Precious at the 4? Yes. I answered
Every
the question.
game is a perfect opportunity to do that.
We've tried
Frankie,
Mo
what
Harkless.
is,
Why not?
Frankie, what's the drawback of Precious at the 4 to start? Is it just the fact that the spacing is going to be terrible?
That's probably what they're fearing, especially with Jimmy as a non-shooter as well. They're not going to respect it. But at this point, you might as well try it. You put Jimmy. You put Bam and Precious at the elbows and let them play like that, and Precious should help the defense and rebounding. So he's going to give you more than Mo for sure.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do. I can give you more than Mo.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Precious tonight in 12 minutes had 10 points and 6 rebounds.
And I didn't even notice.
Right, but he's very and an assist.
Sneaky.
But he's very sneaky. But what Spo has been doing this entire season so far, Bam had 36 minutes, Precious had 12. He's just straight swapping them.
Yeah, there's not a minute on the floor. A minute in the game when one of those guys isn't on the floor. Like they are.
Imagine where we would be if you started Precious next to Bam.
I mean, you still could give Precious 24 minutes, 25 minutes. I mean, he's young. I think he can handle it.
I'm just saying, if you swapped him and put him up there, and then you got Kelly, Mo.
And Bam is hitting that mid-range shot. Bam's looks really good.
You don't want to leave your bench defenseless.
Yeah. And I know we're still very small samples, which is my favorite time of year. But Avery Bradley is shooting 47%. Like at some point, as long as he keeps playing like this, you have to play him a lot more minutes than they did tonight, regardless.
I think the goal was to play him more minutes and then the foul trouble. Mm-hmm. I mean, he had 5 fouls in 18 minutes, but that's also because Luka Doncic gets officiated like Michael Jordan. Question: how much are we blaming Spo for the early season struggles, Joey? Is it Fire Spo time? Firespo.com?
No, never. I think it's not to blame with like his attire. We can't blame him wearing polyester or dry fit. It's not that. I think he just has a lot of, the Miami Heat have always kind of been they've kind of always been a outcast. Let me get all these random pieces and we'll try to, like the Island of Misfits toys. And I think he's just trying things still. I think he's just, let me put Avery Bradley here. Let me put Tyler here. Let me try Precious with him. So I think it's just he's still, experimenting.
It's early in the season. If it is his fault, who cares, right? Like it might be his. Like honestly, a lot of it might be his fault. But listen, he's trying to figure shit out. Like he's not doing it purposely for them to lose. And honestly, his track record is. I mean, we should stop questioning Spo at this point. Like I honestly think they win this. They might win this game tonight if Jimmy Butler didn't play and Avery Bradley was in the starting lineup. But honestly, in the long run, if you're trying to see what Jimmy can do, if he's back, I think that's more important. If that's what their game plan was, if that's what was important to them, that's who cares about January 1st loss to the Dallas Mavericks. I just think it's funny that Luka couldn't hit a 3 all season, and all of a sudden he was what? How many threes did he hit against us tonight?
Too many.
No, he was 3 for 10. Oh, that's still fucking awful.
It seemed like a lot. It seemed like a lot more. It seemed like
it did. It felt like he hit like 18 step backs over Kelly. And can we talk about how good Kelly's been?
Kelly's been great.
Yeah,
he looks so comfortable.
Is he a solution at the 4?
I would try it. That's a start.
At some point,
why not?
If he's playing like this, you got to try it.
Yeah.
Kelly also wants to stay in Miami,
and he plays so well with Bam.
Yeah.
And you can take Bam off the floor and put Precious in, and Precious has played really well with Kelly.
Yeah,
that's like that. Look at G with the Bam and Kelly are +8 net rating.
I thought G hated Kelly.
Kelly was actually the Heat leader in plus.
No, Kelly was good.
Look at that, Kelly Olynyk.
Kelly has been good. Like I will continue to shit on him for getting out, like having small guards get rebounds over him, especially the offensive rebounds. Like drive me fucking nuts. And then my favorite point tonight was John Crotty calling Kelly Olynyk crafty for winning a jump ball.
Yes,
a 6'4" guy. Like honestly, Crotty, the whole thing with Crotty calling white guys crafty. Like, come on.
He had some gems tonight. He was questioning the Dallas Mavericks offense and saying like Luka holds the ball too much and doesn't let the other guys get in rhythm as Luka is hitting a step back 3.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, okay.
And honestly, aren't they one of the best offenses in the league?
They are. They literally are. I think they were historically like one of the top 5 of all time last year.
My girl doesn't watch a lot of Heat games, and she's like, "Who is this guy? Why does he keep talking?" And I was like, a lot of Heat fans are asking the same question right now.
I think Eric Reed is asking the same thing.
No, my favorite thing is he's like, "Oh, we, this is what I call a probing dribble, motherfucker. Everybody calls it a probing dribble. Like what?" He's like, "You're teaching me the game of basketball," and he's like, "It's like he invented it." This is what I call a crossover.
I like to call this a layup. He usually a layup.
And it's funny because Coach Tony did the same thing, but at least he was charming. Like,
but it felt like he was trying to teach you the game, not pretend he invented it.
Yes, exactly.
No, but and my favorite
John
thing
Crotty
is
always sounds like he's like your dad.
Alf, it's, the probing dribble. That sounds like a strip club. You been to that one?
Oh yeah, I've been there. I've been there. Classy ladies. Lots of cigarette burns and stab wounds in that place.
Looks like a haunted house on the inside.
And then my favorite karate thing tonight was claiming the reason he couldn't guard Iverson is because he carried the ball. I'm like, the palming wasn't the problem, karate. It's because you weren't crafty enough. Question: is Nunn's value worth anything other than a part of the potato chip bag that's just air?
We could probably get the bag itself, but chips we cannot get.
I was going to say, I would fight for the bag, but if I had to settle for the air, I would take the air.
Yeah,
I'm not going to fight that.
And we would still win that trade.
Every time. I mean, what does he get you at this point?
Nothing. He's not going anywhere. They're going to pay us to keep him. He's not going anywhere.
There's no G League to send him to.
No, nothing.
No, it'll start soon. I mean, is the G League gonna? Like, he's like 29 years old. Like, I mean,
no, but I think the Skyforce aren't doing it this year.
Oh, they're not?
No, I think the Heat were one of the teams that opted out of it.
Oh man, I thought this.
Yeah, they did.
We invented the fucking G League.
Exactly.
They're nothing without the Heat. That's ridiculous, man.
I don't think Mickey was wanted to pony up at the cost of entering the bubble with how the cruise lines are going.
Oh wow!
Well, with the cruise line stimulus he got, whatever. That's a whole nother.
That paid for the G League. There's another Party 100 shot request, Christian.
Damn.
Christian's looking at some stats.
Damn. All right. I already had one ready. Yeah, you guys are slow. Pick it up.
All right. Another question from Poker
Where is
Sticks.
James Johnson? He was on the Mavs, right?
What happened to your voice? Are you drunk or is your internet slow?
I thought it was just me.
Slur.
It's like either you're super fucking drunk or you're on dial-up.
James Johnson.
Is your mic drinking too?
Is it? Can you guys not hear me well?
You sound like Darth Vader.
Luke, I am your.
You sound like an underage guy trying to get in the club. I am 21.
Wait, why isn't this?
Yeah, you sound like
Hello?
You sound like three kids in a trench coat trying to buy liquor. I had a question from Pokey Sticks. Can we just give Jimmy a month off? Dude looks like he's still exhausted after game 5. Yes, we've been saying it all night. Honestly, I would rather them figure out how to get Avery Bradley more involved and figure out what they're going to do when Goran isn't on and Jimmy's taking a night off, and just spend the next month figuring that out instead of letting Jimmy go out there. And honestly, he was just a negative all night. And I would just rather see other guys. I'd rather see KZ Okpala and some other guys get minutes, to be completely honest with you, because at this point, Iggy starting, stuff like that, like I just don't know what that really does for you in the long run.
No,
do you know what I think the solution is? Can you hear me well?
Sound so weird. You sound so.
And your lips are moving first.
The solution is, I think that Bam should just.
What?
Actually led the Heat in field goal attempts.
Is this a fucking bit? I'm so confused. This is for real?
Boring.
What's happening?
This is like the kung fu movies where the mouth doesn't sync up with the
God damn it.
Someone needs to get Christian another shot. Maybe not.
What do you got if Jimmy get some rest? What do you guys think about like Avery and Kelly in for Iguodala?
I'd love it.
Yeah, Iggy shouldn't even be. Iguodala should not be starting.
He's not a starter. Come on.
I don't see what he gives you as a starter.
Well, and also, if you have him for the long term, you want him fresh for the postseason. Like, I feel like that's his thing now. Like, oh, you'll get a couple of minutes here and there, but just be ready for the playoffs.
Joey, what do you think of Max Strus getting Nunn's minutes?
I'm fine with it. I love Max Strus. I don't care that he's built like Ben Affleck. It doesn't matter. Why not?
He's like a perfect square.
Yeah, dad bod for sure. And he looks better than like the normal, like the average person. But like on an NBA court, he just looks like like your older brother.
He looks like the guy that kills it at LA Fitness and then tells his friend he killed it at LA Fitness.
He counts
for
as
sure.
At LA and pickup games. Like he'll come. I had a quiet 22 and 12. About 6 rebounds.
That's your cue, Christian. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Great, Christian. He's definitely an intramural all-star.
Yes.
He looks like a small version of Max Kleba. Like when I saw that Max Kleba guy, I was like, why is Strus on the other team and why has he grown so much?
This is why you thought he was an immigrant.
Yeah. I still don't believe he's American. Like, no,
your mic is off, Christian. You are maybe no more shots.
No, leave it there. Just keep taking shots. Just keep taking shots.
I love how he's looking around. Like he can't find the camera.
What is he looking at? And
he's trying to get his mic settings, but doing that shit sober can be confusing. So he's got no chance.
What is happening right now? This is why I say this doesn't work as a podcast. Because like we're just laughing at Christian looking like an idiot right now. But really, I don't understand. Listen, like guys like Gabe, I know you want to believe in Kendrick Nunn. He was your starting point guard all year last year, and was the starting point guard for the best offense in the league for much of last regular season. But at this point, from what we saw in the bubble and right before the bubble, like how are guys like Max Strus and Gabe Vincent not going to give you more than Kendrick Nunn is? Like, what does Nunn have pictures of somebody? Like, what's happening there?
Yeah, he's definitely blackmailing somebody in the Heat organization. He has to be. He's like Eddie Valiant and Roger Rabbit. Took some pictures or something.
Mickey Arison playing patty cake.
Yes.
You never know. Honestly, if people who have not seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit have no idea what the hell we're talking about. So that means anybody under 35 years old thinks we're crazy.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh my God, Christian. Oh, no, Christian. You are putting in an MVP performance right now.
Christian is 0 for 15 from 3.
Christian's not poor, but he has that poor people internet.
That's why he's not poor. He saves his money in places.
You know that like that internet they give you like when you live like out in like the boondocks and they can't run fiber cables to your house.
No, they could. It was just $10 extra, and he's like, nah.
Trying to save my money for these jerseys.
Christian is going through the whole Kendrick Nunn experience. He started off so strong,
really good.
Man, he's fucking killing it. He's hitting his shots, and like now, he's just taking up space.
Look at him.
I hope he can hear us.
Christian, take another shot. What did you change? He looks like he's going on an epic rant right now.
A manifesto.
It's all about Mo Harkless. So who are they playing on Monday? I guess from you guys, I'd like to know who do you think starts on Monday? I'll start with you, Tiff. Who starts Monday? We're assuming Jimmy Butler is playing. Oh, and Christian, another shot.
Mr.
Christian. Twist the tapioca. You gotta take. There you go. All right, you're serving your purpose. There you go. Tiff, who starts on Monday?
If Jimmy plays, I think he's going to roll out the same lineup.
Oh,
I really do. I think he's going to roll out the same lineup.
Well, honestly, if Jimmy plays a little bit better, then I think it's fine. But
I just think the problem is that everyone just can't rely on Jimmy to be Jimmy. Like
they were watching him. Yeah, they were watching him.
Yeah, like you can't. That's the one thing I say about Tyler. At least he'll try to go get a bucket. He's not waiting for anybody. He's not waiting for a dribble handoff. He's not waiting for a screen. He's gonna go try and get a bucket. Problem is, he's like 20 pounds soaking wet, trying to go get a bucket every time. Yeah, you can't just. You need another facilitator. You need someone that can get a bucket. You need somebody that can slow it down, get everybody calm, in position, and run the offense. It can't be Jimmy and Goran doing that all season. That's a recipe for disaster.
And you got a guy who gets hurt a lot, and you got a guy who's old.
Yeah.
So and then people get mad at me when I say Tyler Hero's not the answer. Anyway, Franky, who starts on Monday?
I agree with Tiff. If Jimmy's playing, it's probably going to be the same thing. If Jimmy's not, I think we see AB back in there.
Okay, here's a better question. Who should start on Monday, in your opinion?
AB.
I say AB and Kelly.
AB and Kelly?
Yeah, instead of Iguodala and Jimmy, give AB and Kelly a run.
But how about if Jimmy's playing? Just Kelly in for Iggy and call it a day?
I think Kelly will give you the spacing, and he can make plays too. Like Tiff said, you need some playmakers. Kelly's a good passer. You can run dribble handoffs, and he can make reads. So, and he plays so well with Bam. And I feel like I don't know just off the eye test, but I feel like Bam scores better when Kelly's in.
Because there's a spacing. It's open underneath, so Bam can get the 15-footer, or he can crash to the basket and not have everybody clogging.
And the thing about Kelly, he's versatile. So you can play him in the corner, you put him on the wing, in the elbow, you can put him anywhere.
The Riley Wilson wants drunk Christian in the starting lineup on Monday.
He'll give you more than Mo.
All right, Joey, who assuming Jimmy plays, who starts on Monday?
I'd love to see Kelly Olynyk in there. I mean, why not? I mean, it seems like Spo just keeps trying things with that 4 spot, so the comfortability is there. They've been Bam and KO have been playing with each other for 3 seasons now, so they know exactly their strengths, their weaknesses. I think they can help each other out for sure.
Yeah, we go back 2 seasons ago when Hassan Whiteside was still on this team. Those Kelly Bam minutes. I mean, I wish Christian was actually, also Christian, I just contributed for you to take a shot. Christian, just right there, drink. I wish he was here to give us that net rating for the those Kelly Bam minutes 2 years ago.
I can tell you, but every season that Bam has been in the league on the Heat, him and Kelly have been on the best 5-man lineup for them.
Yeah, honestly,
every single season.
I know Spo wants that punch off the bench. But I think there's enough guys there. You have Mo Harkless who can drop 10 points on any given occasion, hopefully on Monday, so we get Tiffany in that. We're going to have to especially make the Harkless jersey, aren't we?
Yeah, I think he's selling it out of his trunk, if not.
So you got jerseys and CDs.
Yeah.
It's mixtape. Called "How Can You Be Mo Harkless?"
I feel bad. I just can't believe that Mo Harkless actually has to put down on his taxes that he plays basketball for a living, because you would barely plays basketball for a living.
When the IRS comes for receipts, he's gonna have to show him these box scores.
Exactly.
He's gonna get audited like a motherfucker. They're gonna be like, dude, you can't 0, 0, and 0.
They're gonna
no one gave you $3 million for one personal foul and 2 turnovers.
You said you joked and said he could give you 10 points any given night, and he hasn't given you 10 points all season.
No,
collectively,
collectively,
Wait, has he scored
Monday? He's gonna mess around and drop 15, and I'm gonna be pissed.
And you're gonna be wearing you're gonna be rocking. And we're gonna get the Vice wave, John. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. I mean, we might just outfit you with a whole Mo Harkless. Mo Harkless jerseys. Mo Harkless, what are those Heat Classic Moments t-shirts?
Where you just sitting there.
What's he doing?
He's turning the ball over.
He's fouling somebody 10 feet from the hood.
Yeah. All right. Another shot, Christian. Twisted Tapioca.
Twisted Tapioca's trying to get him drunk.
I think he might be hitting on you, Christian.
Right? He live next door to you.
Is your girlfriend catfishing you?
Is that like a twist? Is that on like the Twisted Tea thing? That video where the guy smacked the shit out of the other guy with the Twisted Tea can?
That was a great video. So sad.
Oh, I saw that. That was great.
It's one of the best videos in like viral history.
That needs to be on a Heat Moments T-shirt somehow.
It's gonna be. We got to Photoshop Tiffany smacking Mo Harkless with it.
There you go.
Brass, get on it. I'll buy that.
We're looking for merch ideas. That's a really good. That's a really good shirt.
And I swear I don't hate Mo Harkless. The internet thinks I hate this dude.
All right, guys. We went about 15 minutes longer than I thought we needed to, but it was fun. Guys, so we are going to repost these on YouTube immediately afterwards. So a lot of people complaining, stay on YouTube. Listen, it's fine. But if you want to be part of the live chat, if you want to get Christian drunk, if you want to get your questions answered, you're going to have to download the Twitch app. I know it's tough because I had to do it and I'm old and it was hard for me to figure out. I had to call my nephews and find out what the app store was. It was tough. But download the Twitch app, follow Miami Heat Beat. Listen, this is where you can get all the streaming content. We're doing pregame shows before every game. We're doing postgame shows. All the podcasts are now actually live, and then we're uploading them to all your favorite podcast apps. So all your streaming needs are going to be on Twitch. So get a Twitch account, jump on. It's going to be a good time all season. We just lost in ridiculous fashion to the Mavericks and scored 83 points, and all we've had is a fucking good time tonight. So download Twitch, follow Miami Heat Beat, subscribe. Send us bits and shit and keep getting Christian drunk. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on Monday. Maybe the next Friday game, I'll do the Christian thing where I'll take shots for every time somebody, and then I will be slurring on this motherfucker, and it won't be the first time I've slurred on a post-game show. Parting shots. I'm gonna go around the horn. Christian, do that dance again, please. Do the dance again. Yeah, there you go. That's Christian's thoughts in the game. I'll start with you, Joey. Joey's initial foray onto Hangover Time. I thought you did a great job. Actually saw Joey in a tattoo shop the other day, and he's like, "Do you remember me from the bathtub video?" I'm like, "Holy shit, yes! I do remember you from the bathtub video."
Yeah.
And my girlfriend was there, like, "Why was he sending you bathtub videos?" And it took me a while. It took me a while to explain why I've seen him in a bathtub. But yeah. I thought you did great tonight, Joey. We'll have you back on, of course.
Awesome.
Your parting shots from tonight, like, what do you take away from tonight? What do you want to see going forward?
I would just like to say, this is a moral victory, I guess. We'll put it in that category. Those JJ threes killed me, all of them. And we'll move forward, and whoever we play Monday, just start it again, I guess.
We move. Franky, what are your takeaways, if any, from a night like tonight?
It's great seeing the young guys be aggressive in Tyler and Bam, and let's rest Jimmy and get him back healthy.
I 100% agree with that. Tiffany, takeaways.
It is what it is.
Love it.
Tiff, I just noticed you have Baby Yoda in the background.
He could have got one rebound.
Mo Grogu.
Only if he was going up against Kelly Olynyk.
I'd rather have a Baby Yoda jersey than a Mo Harkless
jersey.
I cannot wait for Mo Harkless to go drop like 28 on Monday.
28 minutes with 3 points, an assist, and -1 rebound somehow.
Look for the message to say I can't come on tonight.
You're coming on. It's going to be magic. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. My takeaway from tonight's game was everybody was drunk, and I understand. They woke up in the fourth quarter and somehow like outscored the Mavericks by like 12 in the fourth quarter. They were all drunk, except for Tyler, because somebody even put out there that he's the only one who's underage. That's the reason he wasn't drunk. Him and Precious. But everybody else is fucking drunk. Somebody said Jimmy has to break up with Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Women weaken legs. That's from Rocky. I think
his jumper looks short, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he looks short.
Then he should be single his whole life.
Yeah, his jumper. He was looking short on free throws. I mean, Tyler figured it out somehow. He needs to talk to Tyler. Like, I just want to hear the conversation. Jimmy Butler getting like life tips from Tyler Hero. Like, how do you manage dating a famous woman? And Tyler breaking it down to him. Let me tell you something, cuz. Break it down like this for you, bro. Okay, guys. Catch the replay on Twitch or on YouTube. Live streams will only be on Twitch from now on. So I don't care how old you are. Get a Twitch account. It was hard for me, but I did it. I figured it out. Go to the App Store, and then you put Twitch in the search thing, and then you put Get. And then you get it, and then you create a login. It's confusing, but it works. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys on Monday night. Follow us all on Twitter. Follow Joey. Joey has no followers, and I was going through his timeline looking for that video, and he's fucking hilarious. So follow Joey.
Yes, I have 0 followers.
Follow Joey. Sure. And you can't be. Yeah, that last name on this show with the amount I drink is going to be a disaster.
Yeah, I'll change it. No, I'll change my last name.
Yeah, please. I mean, be
no
considerate. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
All right, guys. We'll catch everybody on Monday when the Heat plays somebody. I don't know. We'll figure it out. See you guys later.